Welcome to the wonderful world of Eventghost. This is just going to be a quick intro video. Um, my first tutorial actually, so hopefully it's not too terrible. But just want to get people started. This program's helped me out a lot for my home theater PC. Um, it's pretty useful. It allows you to pretty much take any action, which these are that's not action. These are actions over here. And you can, or I'm sorry, events, and you can make them perform an action through a macro. Basically, you need plugins for each item you're going to use. I typically use it for XBMC and Windows Media Center. I came across it because, as most of us know, XBMC's live TV functionality is pretty terrible. So I wanted a way to switch back and forth kind of seamlessly to be able to use both programs from a remote control without having to use a keyboard. So I kind of went quick through there, but this is how you get a plugin. You just go into the plugin. There's a bunch in here for all sorts of different stuff. There's a few you definitely want to start off with. XBMC2 is up on that list. All this stuff can stay the same if you're going to be logging tasks, logging events from the same computer as you're going to be launching tasks. Not a big deal. You can just use that. This is going to give us a bunch of actions pre-made. To where we just have to take our events, drag and drop, and we're good to go. So we're going to do that. So we have a bunch of pre-made remote stuff, actions, windows. This will take you to a different window in XBMC. Let's see what else. We probably want Windows Media Center. It's down here somewhere. MCE. So we'll get that one. Another one I use, USB-UIRT. If you have one of those, you definitely want to get this plug-in. If you don't have one, it's worth the money. It learns infrared. It emits infrared. It does all sorts of good stuff. So you definitely want that one. We'll go ahead and grab that. Let's see. It's telling me there's no USB-UIRT because I'm on my laptop. I'm going to get a keyboard here just so we can log some of our events on there. We'll use that for some of our initial tasks. Also, if you're going to be using iRule for your remote, broadcaster plugin is one that you need. That allows iRule to communicate with your computer through Eventghost via UDP. Some of this needs to be fine-tuned, but for now we'll just keep that the same. For this first one, I'm basically just going to give a little outline on how to get started and all that good stuff. So basically what I try and do is to keep it as organized as possible. We'll do one for Media Center. I'll create folders. You can even use this to do lighting, to launch all sorts of different stuff. So if you're going to be using the Media Center remote, what you'll need to do is create some exclusive actions or some enable disable type of stuff, which we can go through that really quick. So let's add a macro. Let's add a folder. I usually add a folder called launchers or launcher. And then what this will do is we'll add one in every one of our folders. That'll allow us to go from one state to another. So what we're going to do in Media Center, we'll want to launch XBMC2. So what we'll do is go to Media Center, and exit. Now we can, if we wanted, say, the keyboard letter J to do that, we can just do this, and then that will trigger this macro, everything after it. So we'll go ahead and do this. So the next thing we're going to want it to do, obviously, is start our XBMC. So let's go to, where is it? System, start application, and I don't have XBMC on here actually, so I think this will work. Let's see. There we go. So we just tested that out. So we'll just use that as our demo. There's other things you want to do also. What we'll do on this is we will enable the folder for XBMC. Enable XBMC. Right. So when we launched into here, we would have disabled XBMC. So we need to re-enable it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to disable Media Center. And that should be good to go. That'll switch our control over. Let's see if we can make it work. So it launched we press the letter J. It launched our notepad. It told me that Media Center wasn't running. Obviously it wasn't because we didn't have it open. And that enabled XBMC, which is why it's has no X here, disabled MCE, which puts the X there. So what we'll do, is we'll do one of those for each item. If you're using, something else, if you're using MediaMonkey or something for music, you can also create one of those in each one. I also usually have a desktop mode where I disable everything and I just have it as a regular computer. I don't use that too often, but it's nice to have. So kind of my structure that I use is I'll do, like the standard buttons, and then you basically just need to go through here and do a macro for each one. So we'll go to Media Center. We want a number 0, and let's just say I want 0. I don't know why you would do that because it would do it anyway, but typically this action would be a something that was received by the IR receiver. So a couple other things to remember. This checkbox needs to be unchecked at all times when you're doing this. When you're just using the program, once you have everything dialed in, you can check it. You could check it and it would be fine. But you'll find probably that you never stop tweaking it. You just keep, adding new functions and doing all that. So basically what we would do is go through and do one of these for each one. For here, we could do the same thing. We could put 0 as 0. And because this is disabled currently, it would actually only go through XBMC. So that comes in handy when you start getting into these left and right, up, down, left, right, because there's a specific one for XBMC and there's a different, we don't have it up here, but there's a different left and right for Media Center. We have left or right, left, it's in here somewhere. And then we have a different MCE left and an XBMC left. So when we enable and disable, we can fix that problem. That will allow you to use the same remote for and really the same infrared signal for both without any problem. The other thing sometimes you want to do, you can see how this one works, these launchers. Sometimes you need to do let's see here, I can add action. You can have it open in any window you want. Sometimes you want to bring it forward if you have other things going. You can say bring it to the front. You make sure that it's maximized. You can do several different things. There's the only known issue really is I think what most people that use Media Center find out about the volume control situation, which actually I'm going to leave you with the cliffhanger. I do have a solution to that. So on the next video, we'll probably go through that. That's about it, I think, for this one.